Growing in Grace. Hi fam. Today we'll just be having a sit-down video with me and my brother, unscripted, talking about the similarities in our journeys. Enjoy.
Hi guys, welcome to Growing in Grace. And on today's episode, we are having a live conversation from our house. So yeah, I am. As I've already mentioned, we're having a live conversation at our house. I don't know who is playing soundtracks at the back, but nonetheless, I am Ulina. And yeah, today I have my brother on my YouTube channel. So we're just going to be having a conversation about his life. So yeah, introduce yourself.
Imibongo. The word Imibongo means praises for someone who don't know, and originated with Psalms. Psalms that were written by David as poems to praise the Lord, and that's what my name. I don't know what to say.
But yes, so today we're having a praise on today's conversations. So basically, guys, just to give like context on this conversation. So Imibongo is my brother, as I've already mentioned. So we're just gonna have like an unscripted conversation about a few things in his life in general. And now just be posing questions and we'll be discussing about that. So yeah, this is how I'm seeing this conversation. I'm seeing it between two generations. But I know when I'm saying two generations, I make myself sound old. But nonetheless, I'm not that old. But he's young. But yeah, I can't detain. So we'll just be talking about his reflection on what he thinks salvation is, and some of the things that he feels what are his questions are important, his questions, and how he perceives salvation to be. Just to give like a brief context as well, we grew up in a home of a consayo. Abakaya bro, we are consayo. You will fast, you will have memory verses, you will share scriptures, you will have Holy Communion type of home. So we grew up around Christianity. So he'll just give us a context of when was his aha moment when he finally understood what salvation is. Whether he does or whether he doesn't, we'll hear about it today. So must start it up, man. Do you think you're saved?
Sometimes.
What? Okay. So yeah, give us a brief description. For an example, Zatina, your first encounter with God. I know this, you have this. I thought I'd be fasting. You haven't had an encounter. No pressure, I'm just asking, Jed. You need context.
I'd say I think he discovered me about grade 9 or so, but didn't ignore it. This week was ngena ezwe. I don't know about ezwe, but yeah.
Yes, we would.
Christianity kakhulu kuyo, as much as ndandihamba necawe, but I never like thought of uyingena and deep, because I heard by ihamba the consequences. There are things ekufuneka ungazenzi and there are things ekufuneka uzenze, of which ndisenengqondo yoba no man ndisemncinci for ezo university.
Makes sense, yeah.
So I think uba ndingatsho around grade 9 or grade 10 or so, but they ignored it.
Okay. Dave, grade 9, grade 10. Describe the encounter. Like, what you aha moment about?
I don't know how to describe it, but kakuthandazo, fasting, second fasting, and ndaqaphela the environment and the energy abantu abayifilayo, and I just felt something, and ndaqaphela uba kwamna luthandazayo
So that's your first encounter. Next time, yeah, it's first encounter at human child. You always know your first encounter. Okay, from that encounter, just to give also a context on these fastings, at our home church we have Indo City Z Camp. We call it a Kusini, where we have fastings for like 10 days. We gather in one area and slide up as youth and pray and siyafundisana basically on specific things. And we fast social media, we fast now you also been taught obedience. Social media phone like no phones, no nothing. So that's what he means when he talks about fasting. And there's a specific age on when to come and when not to come. So okay, I say soak up, even though I go out, nobody guys go up. So yeah, moving forward from that encounter. After the encounter, what did you? Because your perspective with Christianity changed.
Yeah.
What did you?
Grade 9 and grade 9, and I started getting into high school. That's when I discovered new things and I met a lot of new people, and I was at a different environment. So I'd say peer pressure. So that's when I started adapting to stuff like ithini uyakhumbula into ethile kwakuthe uzothiwe ingayithi but ndiyafika mandilizame le nto ndicudele into ethile. Then that's when things started happening, and when uqala that's what I noticed. The minute uqala laa nto, that's when uyiqhela and sometimes ingathi chithi njengahlobo uqina ukuthi chithi
yeah, but you need to try over. You wanted, okay, you were like, let me attend this. What was the drive of that? Was it because I'm too young for this, and at the same time, I go like most of the time, did you have that mindset?
At first, the economy been something like in the depressor, besides salvation, something that depressed me to the level of I don't know how to explain it, and I don't want to be too much specific about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. Okay. Personally, I think for me, because the Korea right? And then I got out into the environment. And then when I got there, and I learned about city. Oh, I was for the salvation. I go uptight. You need to try these things. I remember I was in grade 10. When I grade 10, I cooked it. People were like, I was the joke. But like I did that for like a couple of months, but there was no support. And then for me, that's when peer pressure came in. That's how I describe peer pressure. Because it came in because you need to try out things, you need to like why is it bad? And the change of environment as well. And then I ended up falling for that actually, because into that and giving into it and trying a lot of things. And then from trying and God and bear in mind and because imagine come to church God doesn't want me. I'm not going to go to church because in that I think because of la ignorance that not knowing about what it means to be saved. Because I'm not supposed to do a lot of things. I'm not supposed to do that. Perfect. Right? So if I do something that's out of that, I'm disqualified. Have you ever had low moment in your life?
Pretty much, yeah.
Describe. Because if you in high school, right, trying things out, did you still want to go back to TikTok? Even though, okay, you have spot Wi-Fi.
Because the minute everything changes. And pressure up of naked, I have to share this. Lord, in better because feeling things. As verses by the share up, I think that is good. Like there is a way back.
Yeah.
But you just gotta pull some stuff and let things go or something. So
Because I'm not having it.
So yeah, it's a corner, but I never paid much attention and izinto bendithi thathi bendiz avoid or something. Bendithi there's no way back. I'd say so.
So Kusimana, there's no way back to God at this point. After trying some business to something.
Yeah.
Okay. On that note, now I said there's no way back, right? And then fast forward, hey, something that's funny as a story. A weird story of me going back was very weird because I was drunk. Literally drunk when I went to church. It was a bet. And betting on Mabusi, if I do help you with India school, you will go to church type of thing. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. But like we came to area. So no, okay, it was on a Saturday, we went out. We drank, we never slept the whole night. And then today is the day, no. I know this is very embarrassing. Wash my face, went to church. Then I think I showered. But like, went to church. And then Ufika Wampana. I think this is my coming back story. Because before that, Dandifunsiwe ngesalvation, right? But Dandingayamkele because ekhaya kunjalo. I'm experiencing with Grace. I've had encounters with him, but I'm in this ketting. So on that day, I remember the word that stood out for me was the grace of God. The Ruchiko wants us to come as we are. Now that when there's Zindo, and then in that moment, I remember just realizing that Uchiko wants me. Uchiko doesn't care how far I've gone. They want to go to church. The only time I went to church was with Kansekai, obviously, because that's not choice. It's like that's not choice, guys. Even with scriptures, okay, not choice, and you had to ube ngathi right. Sencho ufundi scripture share futhi scripture bro. Sishare kumangcele ibakala ebo sishare ngescripture and mama kayiboni. So for you, after realizing zonke izinto, okay, andifuna uThixo because I've tasted zonke izinto and I feel like ude phambili. When did you have a moment of going back, or did you not?
I think when things started showing like izinto zazivele.
I know. Same.
And I was very ashamed and at first that's with drugs, then that's crap hair. And then I started looking at myself in the mirror. Yeah, and then then I left Naya umama ndikhumbula umama ese Romania. I think it was last year. Then I asked Ulina and my elder sister, but they should come and join. Yeah. Then I shared my story and why.
And how far you went.
And that's now. And I've been teaching about no to sleep. And kunze muziqala. And at some point bengibale ngibona uba iyandifuna lena. But ndiphinde ndicinge uba ndizawuyela njani.
How ngathi kukude
Ngathi kukude. Because inde kwale ndlela uyihambileyo.
Yeah.
For about 20
Ngathi you can't recover.
bro.
Yeah.
And that's when my mama started. It was a long thing, but I cried a lot, and I still remember that day like it was yesterday, and I still thank God for that day. Because although didn't go still there and I'm still going there.
Yeah.
And I'm still learning things through him and with him.
Yeah.
And I've been clean
Yeah.
since then.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's been a journey and it is a journey.
Where are the tea? She's not being extra. So, for you, that was your defining moment.
Yeah, I think so.
I remember the day as well. Sure, guys. Okay, fine. You came back, right? And yeah, walk me through the journey. Because when I look back and I reflect on my life, having to restrain from busy, having to incubate myself. When this incubator, I mean like be away from a lot of things. Because we have the same characters too. One thing about us, we're quite similar, especially when it comes to characters. Very influenced, very like people, very like that. So for me, I had to isolate myself from people, and it was not easy. I had to drain all of drugs or drugs and because I was over in a lot of things at that time.
Yeah.
And I had to change friends. Who changed friends meant do not have friends. Like run away, literally run away from friends.
It changes the character. And who's born as an introvert. What I did, was like, at first, naturally, as been yamanazo, when this born back, no man, zidlala influencing all because I never had brothers and I never had like an uncle or something, and like I saw those friends as brothers and the things and to point out they were much older than me.
Yeah.
But not ignoring the fact that now I had my own choices. But so I saw them as my mentors and I did what they did, not knowing about a service grade or something. Then I continued on doing as well. Then another people. I talk too much. I tend to forget the question.
You're at the right track. Sure. So the journey of coming back to the father's house is hard. So we're still on a lot of coming back where you had to isolate yourself. Because when you reflect on mine and just looking at yours as well, now you had to isolate yourself. You had to now rebrand. And rebranding meant staying alone, facing yourself again, facing your fears. And for me, luckily, I have enough money gap here. So once you get here, I felt like I had a sponge of boutique. And it was not easy. It was really hard because now I'm seeing so many things. Even as campaign, but okay, babes, one million.
Watch yourself.
And now I have to now reflect on a lot of things that I encountered. Then I learned about okay, this is great. This is thank you, Jesus, that I'm back. But Father, repay me. Repay me. Even though you feel like you can't do it again, but God did it again. He made me like 2 times better than what I was. Now he has not. And from being almost chased from home so many times, I just I'll tell you guys again, it's like they don't know my story and stuff, but like God repaid all the time that was lost. Exactly. So for you, when I phase about okay now, okay, this is time. I'm in an incubation mode. Repay me. So I think with just this conversation as well, and you sharing and you like realizing I know that God wants to repay you, and He is going to repay you. Like He's going to like renew everything, because now you are also giving into the situation. As much as like you're not giving yourself to the process that we expect you to give yourself in the process, but you are giving into the process because it's isolated for God to work, and you seeing God work now. At least you're happier now than before. most of the times you're happy now.
time.
We're not in a happiness. And then we go. But yeah. Okay, let's talk about you now. How do you feel from obviously reflect, even though it hasn't been in social media, but like what are the changes that you're seeing with yourself?
At first, the suicidal thoughts because I attempted suicide a lot of times, and whenever I'm
God's plan, God. I'm trying to be cool, girl. God's plan, because we love God.
And
Didn't work.
at first we said and Lord said I should look on the bright side and just live on His will and try as possible as I can. But I change myself and become a better me. And so Lord imenze kwanzima uthetha nami and nami kwanzima uthetha nabanye abantu. Le nto benditsho ke, it turned me to be an introvert, of which it's hard starting conversations with people, continuing conversations with people I'm used to talking with. And it showed me how God and family connects. Because sometimes you find Christ through family. And if you're distant with family, it may be hard for you to connect with them. And two, I knew how to control my temper. Not kakulu, but at least I know how to control.
You're getting there.
And three, I'm less paranoid. Because Bentina Wongu is against me, not with me. Because the things my friends did to me. And Lando yokucinga mhlawumbe ngenxa indimleko umshita. I was alone and I was an outcast. Because as much as my mother won't relate or my sisters won't relate to what I'm about to say, but speaking with them makes me feel better. And uthetha namacheri doesn't make you less of a boy or man.
Preach.
No. And uthetha
You had
doesn't
it
make
here
you
live.
feel weak or something, but it makes you stronger. Think about it. And thoughts is on overthink and feeling corner nje overthink asoze
Overthink worldwide.
character yabo ngakona nje overthink. But besides all of that, ezinye izinto nje zidecreasile, but yazazi azizenzekelanga ngokwazi, but He is working and just have to let Him work with me and through me.
Do you feel more connected to Him now?
I tend to think so, because if I don't think so, that's when
You are disconnected. Alright, initially heroes. Cue cards, but like nobody cares about cue cards. We don't prepare here. Like we go with the flow of people. We are people of the spirit. We black again. But yeah, guys, last words because last words. What is it that you are currently working on?
I'm currently working on becoming the best version of myself and becoming the best brother and son my family needs, but not carrying Landoyoba since Indian Umchita I had to keep myself, my family safe. Because when I to the point
towards something with God, not with yourself. The fact that I over and wait, yeah, that means God is doing something. So believe it and know that it is time for change. But yes, we're not going to preach, are we? Okay, anyways, thank you guys for tuning into this video. I know it's a different content, but one thing about us, one thing about me in particular, I will have unplanned and unscripted and unprepared conversations. I do as the Spirit leads, and this time around the Spirit said we should have this conversation. He dropped it in my spirit and he confirmed it with Imibongo. So yes, thank you very much for watching this video when you watch it, and thank you Imibongo for agreeing to come to this unscripted session with me on my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it, and you're going to be great after this because this is a great channel. This is a great platform.
Of course.
I made you famous. Now people know about you. But nonetheless,
People
thanks
know.
guys.
Peace out.
Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you continue growing gracefully in grace. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and click that notification button.